Hello there, I'm Carly Clark Zimmer. I'm a BodyMind coach and business consultant. I'm also the embodied tech expert for the BodyMind coaching certification program. And today in this issue, we are exploring redefining what success means to us. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this one was tough for me. I have been working on my article for a really long time. And that's because I am a person who loves goals. I love projects. I love to accomplish things. That's really, really fun for me. And also, when I read through the traditional definition of success, it was shocking because the traditional definition of success, so I Googled it, right? I wanted to check in with grandfather Google and just see what that traditional definition of success was. And it was all about accomplishment and attaining wealth, accomplishing your goals, gaining honors, and not one word of love, joy, connection, community. And I really got to thinking that this is what is wrong with our traditional definition of success, right? Like we're all, even if it's subconsciously, working to try to attain wealth, positions of honors, land, influence, power, whatever that might be. We're wired and programmed and inundated with messages about what success means. So if we don't take time to actually pause and sit down, and maybe it'll take you a month like it took me to redefine it for yourself, we are just going to slip into that pattern that has been predetermined, honestly, by a bunch of rich white dudes many, many years ago, right? Hundreds of years ago. And that original definition of success really came from oppressing marginalized communities, right? It came from just taking things and feeling like you have this God-given right to just take things from other people. And so for me, that is so far from where how I want to be seen as successful. Right? That is the last thing that I want in my life. But yet, if we don't take the time to really look at how are we comparing ourselves to other people? How are we measuring our businesses to other people? How are we measuring where you are today with someone who's been on this path 10 years? Which is what I see all the time in my business, right? Someone who might just be getting started is comparing themselves to me or other people in this industry who have been at it for a long time. And the question that comes up is like, well, if we weren't inundated with all of these constant images, and really I'm a very visual person, so for me it's images of what success should look and feel like. Think of your Netflix feed, think of your social media feed, right? Everything's just so, and I love things being just so, trust me, like I am very visual, I love that stuff, right? But if we are internally measuring ourselves up against that, and we're constantly looking at where we're lacking, where we're not good enough yet, where we haven't achieved enough yet, where our business isn't where we want it to be yet, that's where we get into trouble. And I really believe that that is the thing that makes people sick. It's making our planet sick. It's making our community sick, right? But if we can take a moment, redefine what success means for us, we can really start showing up in our lives and enjoying the process to those goals. So now my definition of success, and I'll read it to you here. My new definition of success is having the courage to have that big dream, having the courage to step onto that path toward the dream, and softening the judgment of where I am at this moment in time, right? It is letting go what other people might think. And it is seeing the big picture of what I want my life to look like, but also taking that time to literally smell the roses on my morning run. I literally will stop in someone's garden and like smell flowers. So it's this combination, right? It's both. It's having the big dream. It's loving to create things. It's loving to have projects and goals. And it's building connection and community and love and joy along the way. Because I have to tell you, we are going to spend a lot more time on the way to our goals than we are arriving at them. I'll share a quick story, and this is different from the article, so you'll get a couple stories here. But this year was a big year for my business, and I hit a milestone, I hit a goal, and I'm going to share with you that moment of, oh my goodness, that exhilaration of hitting that goal lasted about 2 hours. And I've worked a long time to hit that goal. So I'm sharing that with you because if we're not enjoying our lives along the way, that goal that we are working so hard to achieve, when we reach it, it might only be a couple of moments or maybe only a few days if you're lucky. All right, so my invitation for you today is to take some time with this. It took me some time. So take some time with this to think about what success means for you. And then what steps can you start to take, even if they're small steps, to align your life with that vision, and more importantly, with how you want to feel on your way to that vision. Okay? So I hope you enjoy this. It is a process. All of the redefining we're doing here in Body, Mind, Living, it's not easy, but it's actually the real work, the deeper work that is going to help bring you into alignment with who you are and who your heart, your soul, the core of who you are, what you're here to do on this planet. And that's really be you. But if we're constantly putting ourselves and comparing ourselves to what other people's definitions of success or self-care or gratitude, if we're just plopping ourselves, which happens so much in the self-help industry, right? We're just plopping ourselves into what they say we should do, and we're not taking the time to really redefine it for ourselves. That's where we're going to get into trouble. So Body, Mind, Living is so much about sharing our experience using this body mind process, but also an invitation for you to start doing this redefining work for yourself. All right. So I hope you enjoy this issue of Body, Mind, Living, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
This is Body, Mind, Living with Laura Wick. Thanks for watching.